Hey heroes, Supa Chris here. Thank you for joining me on All These Things TV. If this is your first time, welcome. And if it's not, hey girlfriends, good to see you again. If this is your first time and you like what you see, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so y'all bear with me. This is my first time filming with my new Canon camera and I have no idea what I'm doing. So if it comes in and out of focus, I apologize. This is my first video. I really wanted to get a video out just to see how everything looked and how everything went. So there will be a couple of videos that I have filmed with my Nikon already that'll be coming out a little bit later. But today I want to sit and talk to you guys about how I have prepared Cadence to be a big sister. I've been seeing a lot of blogs, I've been seeing a lot of videos about how people have prepared their only child to be a sibling. And what I have done has kind of just happened, really. And I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I have actively done. A lot of this stuff has just kind of fallen together just with the way that we communicate with Cadence. And some of it is me actively doing things to make sure that she has an understanding that she's not going to be the only one. So I'm going to put this as part one, turning my only child into a sibling. And then I'll do a part two once Eden gets here. And we, kind of have an understanding of how what we've taught her has helped her quite a bit. So one of the first things that we started to address when I found out that I was pregnant with my second one was telling Cadence that she's a big girl. So she's 3 and she's already a very independent little girl. So it was a lot of, you're a big girl now. Oh, well, you don't do this. This is not what big girls do. Well, that's for babies, just trying to get her mindset into, yeah, I'm a big girl. I don't do the baby stuff anymore. And then another thing that we did was actually make sure that we let her know that we need her help. That has turned on us a little bit because now I can't do anything without getting some help. And sometimes her help, because she's 3, sometimes her help is like, you're not really helping. Cadence, we really need your help with this. Thank you for being such a great help. You're such a great help, Cadence. By doing that is getting her mind ready and prepared to help with the next baby. It'll be even small stuff. I'll be like, Cadence, can you give me a bottle of water? Mommy's tired. She doesn't want to get up. And I know it sounds like I'm just being lazy, but I'm actually doing that to actively let her know that without her activity around the house, I would be worse off. I think that's good for kids to know that they have such an impact on your life to where it gives them purpose and it makes them move better as children, I think, personally. Every time I say I'm thirsty, I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to get up anymore. And, it works because sometimes I do be lazy and then other times I'm genuinely tired and my heart is racing and I need to have a seat. It's gotten to the point where now I'm like, okay, well, I guess I got to straighten up the living room. And she'll start picking up her toys. She'll start picking up things. And then I'll say to her, Cadence, you are a really great help. She'll say, I love helping you. So now we've trained her to where helping. Come here. Let me say hi.
Hi.
You show them your necklace. Put your hands down. Now, this is one thing I have actually allowed. Cadence likes to pretend. So we are the type of parents that love our kids to be creative and we want them to thrive off of creativity and their imagination. So because of that, Cadence likes, ever since I've actually had a legit belly, Cadence likes to walk around with stuffed animals in her belly. And I know that I used to make this a big deal because when it first happened, because it was one of those things that we just kind of let happen. When it first happened, I was kind of worried because I guess as a parent, you know what it takes to have a baby, so for me, in my mind, it was like, she's walking around like she got this baby in her belly. She don't even know how we got this baby in our belly. And I'm probably thinking way too much into it. I know I am for a fact, but it's just pure innocent wanting to be like mommy, and that's what my mind has transferred into. And I feel like that's helping her understand that there's actually somebody alive in there, because she'll turn it into, oh, my baby's coming tonight, or this is my baby's name. And the crazy thing is, she has a husband. So she's even smarter than what I give her credit for, because she'll say, well, me and my husband are having a baby. She's just not having a baby by herself. And I think I've talked about this in another video, but she's walking around. She has this baby belly. I've let her go out and about with it a couple of times because, she's 3. I feel like it's innocent and it's helping her understand that mommy has a baby in her belly and she walks around and she cleans the house with her belly. and she does it literally every day, every single day. She has the same little stuffed animal in her belly, and it's just something that we've kind of accepted, and it kind of just happened. And I feel like that's helped her adjust and understand where mommy is. And we've talked to her, of course, about that there's a person in mommy's belly, and that's where she came from, and that she's growing, and that the baby's going to come out. We haven't really went into the delivery part. We probably won't. That's probably what we won't touch. Because I mean, she just pulls the baby out of her stomach, so I'm assuming she just thinks that I'm just gonna pull the baby out of my stomach when it's time for the baby to come. This is my first time actually going out of my way outside of just home teaching. I actually went to the library, and I have a couple of books that are really, really good. So if you're in that phase where you're working with baby number 2 and baby number 1, your firstborn, is you're trying to get them acclimated to understanding that they're the big sister and the big brother, your library is probably your best resource. I just went to the library and I looked up the catalog, and I looked up big sister, and I found a few books. Some of them are big brother. I'm going to show you guys what I have and talk about it and tell you why I think these books are really good, and why and how they have made Cadence even more excited to be a big sister. I have about 4 or 5, and some of them are talk about big brothers, little sisters and big sisters. But there are 2 in particular that talked about big sisters and little brothers. So I'm going to talk about those 2 because these 2 have made me feel excited to have 2 coming, or excited to have 2, and it's made Cadence really excited. Like today, we have planned, we're going to start drawing what Cadence thinks Eden looks like. So it's creating a lot of great activities to get her even more excited for the fact that she's going to be a big sister and that she has a baby brother coming. So the first one is called Hello in There, and it's called A Book for a Sister in Waiting. The cool part about this book is that as the pages go on, the the belly of the mommy gets bigger and bigger, and every time that the belly gets bigger, the baby is peeking out. And then the little girl talks about how excited she is. Fago read this to her yesterday, and it really warmed my heart. It almost brought me to tears, actually. So this one just talks about, I'm excited to see you. Is it dark? I'm going to protect you. I have so many things to show you. And like I said, as the book continues, the mommy's belly gets bigger and bigger, and then we continue to see the baby grow. So it's really cute. Even the flaps get bigger and bigger as the book goes along. And there's the baby again. And we'll be reading this one for a while until, of course, Eden gets here. And as we get closer, because this Friday I'll be 35 weeks, so we getting there, honey. So like these books, this method of sharing what's going on with mommy and our family and what's going to happen is really important right now, because it's happening sooner than later, and I think she kind of understands that. I feel like I've been pregnant forever, and she's gotten so used to it. So that's why I'm going to do a part 2 to this video, and figuring out how she has adjusted to actually to letting her know that he's here and he's not going anywhere. The next book is I Want a Sister, and it's about a king, a queen, and a princess. And this book really stuck out to me because at home, at our house, Fago is the king, I'm the queen, and she's the princess. That's literally how we refer to each other, and that's why she likes to wear fancy dresses and tutus, because we have trained her that she's a princess. So I'm the queen and Daddy's the king, and sometimes we play and we're royalty. That's just how we do it sometimes at home. So I thought that this would be really relatable to her. And when we were still figuring out if Eden was a boy or a girl, Cadence, all she said was that she wanted a sister. So this book is basically the story of Cadence, for lack of better words. In this story, they didn't find out whether the gender was a boy or a girl until the baby came home. The little girl in the book was like, I want a sister, I want a sister. Boys are yucky, boys are blah, blah, blah. Then mom and dad came home with a baby brother. She was like, I didn't want a brother, I want a sister. They said, well, we already have a princess, so all we needed was a prince, and now our family is complete. Now, I don't know if we're gonna have more siblings or not, but it's a really good in the moment statement to make to your kid. If you're having a gender and she wanted, like, Cadence really, like, when we found out that Eden was a boy, Cadence was upset. She was mad. She cried at the sonogram. I cried because I was happy because I had a boy, and she cried because she was sad because she wanted a sister. And I prayed, I was like, God, I don't know if I can do 2 of them. I don't know if I can do 2 girls, Lord. It's like, give me a boy, give me a break. I can't. Cadence don't let me do her hair now. Give me a break. I needed one really, really bad. So I was really grateful that God decided to bless us with a little boy. And we had to continuously explain to Cadence, like, okay, you're gonna have a brother, but it's still gonna be fun. You guys can still play Kingdom. He can just be a little prince. And this book fit right into everything that we had explained to her. So it was really, really good. And these are my 2 suggestions for books if you're looking for books that help your daughter become a big sister to a brother. And I'm sure I will have other books in the description box below that are for big brothers and big sisters, but for me specifically, those are the ones that helped me. So this is just kind of a spit out kind of a video, just kind of sharing with you guys how I have adjusted my firstborn into becoming a big sister. I hope this advice helped. I hope you guys kind of have an understanding of where we came from and we're preparing Cadence for Eden. I'm excited for part 2 for when he gets here so that we can talk about how she really has adjusted and how things have been. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please comment and let me know. Other than that, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.